beautiful people, welcome back. Your girl Annie Bax is back, strong and happy. How was your week? This year and this month has actually been eventful. Different gist on social media. Is a year and a month of test of friendship. Okay, before I go into that, welcome back my subscribers. How are you doing? Hope you're keeping safe. And if you're new here, I am Annie Bax, your fashion entrepreneur. I'm in Lagos, Nigeria, a part of West Africa. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about friendship. The test of your loyalty, or opportunist in your life, is friendship, relationship, in general. It is when a relationship is tested that you'll be able to know who is your friend, who you can call your best friend, who you can call your paddy, or who you can call your acquaintance. And situations happen in life that tests, that put us to test, and for us to be able to know if the people you call friends are really your friends, or they are just acquaintances, or the people you take as best friends really take you as best friends. I watched so many videos, did so many research. The issue of Tonto DK, Bob Whiskey, the so-called husband or partner issue broke. If those situations have not happened, Tonto DK would not have known her stand, in terms of the relationship that she's in with the man. They call the man, the name is so funny that I can't even pronounce it, but I know you've heard the gist and people have given their different perspective to it. But me, I'm going to be talking about relationship as a whole, and talking about how when these tests come, what do we do and how do we handle it. I also have been tested. Friendship, I've not had I've had my own share of test of relationships, to be able to know people, their true color. And it is when situation really happens that you really know who is for you or who is against you. If nothing has, if you're in a relationship or in a friendship, whatever form, or either be it whatever relationship that you find yourself, if that relationships have not been tested, you don't really know your stand yet. You can still call the person a friend, or because it is when it is tested, and when you guys have stood the test of time, as remain as friends, that's those that you can say these are truly, you beat your chest and you say this person is my friend or is my best friend. I recently, some months ago, Nello and Diane Ekweme in Port Harcourt, they came trashing their issues, talking about the issues they have. And Nello said something that struck me, and was telling Diane, because Diane was of the perspective that once a friend, once bitten, twice shy, that phrase, that once a friend has disappointed her, once she sees that move of that kind of a friend not being faithful, she just cuts off. And what struck me was the reply that Nello gave her, that if you do that to all the friends that come, because everybody has been hurt one way or the other. If you say because that somebody hurt you, you cut off that relationship, eventually, at the end of life, when you really need people most, you won't find anybody there, because you've cut off so many relationships, because you don't know which relationship might be of help to you in future. And I took that, and I found myself, my kind of person, in Diane's situation. Diana's kind of person is my kind of person, that once I see that you've hurt me so much, I just cut you off, things. And when Nello said that, it struck home that you don't have to live life that way. And I discovered a very beautiful YouTuber during the week also. She's called Ashi. She's in Rivers also. She was analyzing relationships. And based on that, it now reminds me of a book I read so many years ago that was, classifying relationships. And I asked you, to pay attention and decide which you belong to, or which the people within your life, which one they belong to, so that you don't go and bear. You think someone is your best friend, but in the person's mind you are just an acquaintance. And this relationship were distributed into different, classified into different groups. And he talks about transactional relationships. Some people that come into your life, they are not really your friends. They are just there because of whatever brought you together at that point. It could be business, and they are just there for the business. After the business, everybody moves on with their life. Transactional, it can be in the office, that you meet people in the office. You are just there to just get the job done. You just get to meet the target. Maybe you are in a group of, you are in a team, and you assume that because the person is in your team or he lives around you, then you should now start saying, divulging sensitive information about your life, when you've not tested truly who that person is in depth before you do that. Those are transactional relationships. And there are relationships that are contractual also. It's based on contract meaning based on mutual benefit. It is what we're there together for, what we are going to benefit. It's just there. It is not long term, it is temporary. You need to be able to classify. And when situations happen in life and test friendship, you'll be able to know if this person is really your best friend, or if this person sees you as a best friend the way you see the person as a best friend, so that you don't see someone as a best friend and the person sees you just as an acquaintance. Just like it happened to me years ago, that I had a friend, and I wanted her to play a very sensitive role in my life. And because she desired to play another role during my marriage, but I felt that even though she could play that role, I felt that I needed her to handle a situation for me that was more sensitive at that point in time. Because of that, she did not attend my wedding. And you know what, she gave an excuse that just some days to my wedding, that an event came up in the office, and they appointed her to go for that program, so she really has to be there, so she could not attend. I moved on. I didn't feel bitter about that, though I was sad, but I didn't feel, I moved on. But days, weeks later, when she was gisting, she hadn't even forgotten that the excuse she gave me for not coming to my wedding. She was just giving an event what happened. It now happens that she was actually at the office at that day of my wedding, but she chose not to come, meaning because maybe she was angry that I didn't give her the position that she thought she should have occupied on my wedding day. So because of that, I think because of that also, when she got married, she did not invite me to her wedding, though she told me some months before the wedding. But the date and the date and the date of the wedding, the month of the men, and the invitation was not sent to me. I just saw it on social media, and I congratulated her, and I moved on. So in such a situation, you might see someone as your best friend, and the person does not see you as the person just sees you as just an acquaintance. Don't take it to heart, because in life, that person might have hurt you there and then, but you might need the person some other time in future. Meaning that when you have defined your friendship with people, you will not be hurt so much. You might be hurt, but you will not take things to heart so much. When you have defined, or people have defined situations have defined people's relationship with you, friendship level that they have with you, you will be able to know how to deal with situation going on in life. You'll be able to know if this friendship is just transactional. You will be able to know if this friendship is just based on influential. Maybe the person just needs an association that you belong to, maybe needs to be close to a friend that you are close to. That's why the person is close to. And don't just say because you love gist. Because you love gist, you now divulge sensitive informations about your life, and you now start hearing your information and in different places, and you are thinking that I thought this person knows how to keep secrets. The person did not ask you. you were the one that were saying all because you wanted to hear gist of other people's life, other information. The way the person is passing other people's information to you is the same way the person will pass your own information to other people also. And some people, they are friendship that are friendship that are based on association, based on common interests, based on kinsmen. There are friendships like that. So by the time we are able to define a relationship or situation or circumstances that has happened within that relationship, we'll be able to let you know where you fall into, where all your friends can be categorized into, what level they are in your life, so you place them on that level so that you don't feel disappointed about anyone, so that you don't carry grudges for years that you should not. By the time you have defined it, everybody knows themselves, their place. There will be this mutual respect for each other and for one another. See, don't carry any human being's beef. Don't carry another man's quarrel on top your head, because you might not know the in-depth story behind the beef. So I ask you today, as you sit down, take a look back, you sit down, you look at all the relationship in your life. You determine, is this relationship contractual? Can this relationship move for contractual relationship to maybe a close pal relationship? Is this person honest and has integrity enough? Does this person keep his or her mouth shut when they share sensitive information to him or her, for you to be able to know what to share per time? And it is not every information that you share. Information are shared in levels. It's not everything you see somebody to do in 1 month or 2 months and you've told them all your life history, whereas you don't even know half of that person's information. So let's press the brake, take a back step, relax, and look at all the relationship in our lives and be able to analyze it and be able to put them in right perspective. And I hope this has been of help to you. It has added in value to your life. I ask you to subscribe, to like, to comment, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you.